For today's investigation, we are going to compare the energy content found in different types of food. Remember when planning an investigation that you should have a title, an aim, an independent variable, dependent variable, and controlled variables. Remember when planning an investigation that an aim is a statement explaining what you are trying to find out. An independent variable is a factor that you are changing during the investigation. The dependent variable is the factor that you are going to measure as your set of results, and controlled variables are all factors that must stay the same to create a fair investigation. Today we are going to investigate the energy content of different types of food by comparing the energy released in the form of heat energy. The independent variable for today's investigation is going to be the different types of food. The dependent variable for today's investigation is going to be the temperature increase in water, which will represent the release of heat energy during the burning of each type of food. The controlled variables are going to include the length of time that the food is burned for, the room temperature at which the food is being burned at, the volume of water added to a boiling tube, the starting temperature of water at the beginning of each experiment. Apparatus required for today's investigation includes different types of food, a measuring cylinder, Bunsen burner, heatproof mat, thermometer, clamp stand, and a selection of boiling tubes. Today we also need to use a deflagrating spoon to hold each of the food contents as we burn them. Using a measuring cylinder, the same volume of water has been measured out equally for each of the boiling tubes. 30 millilitres of water has been added to each of the 6 boiling tubes. Having measured the water, I'm now going to take an initial temperature reading of each of the boiling tubes before starting to burn food. Before carrying out today's investigation, it would be worth having your results table pre-prepared. This will allow you to take a note of the temperature change during each of the experiments today. For the investigation to work, the deflagrating spoon should be used to collect a small volume of each food content. You are then going to hold your chosen food over the Bunsen burner and let it burn for 2 to 3 minutes. Following on from this, having burned the food, you're going to remove it from the heat source and hold the deflagrating spoon underneath the boiling tube and allow the heat energy being released to warm up the water. After 2 minutes, take a new temperature reading of the water and note it down in your results table. For the investigation, you're going to want to turn the safety flame to the boring blue flame. Having burned all 6 examples of food, measured the water temperature at the beginning of each investigation and also after burning food, the results table is nearly complete. The last column of the table asks for you to calculate your percentage increase in the water temperature. You'll see at the bottom of my results table the calculation in which you will use to calculate your percentage increase for each nutrient. Please give this activity a go, and I will release answers later on in the week for you to check your working. Following on from the table, please write a conclusion to answer your aim. Remember, you are comparing the energy content of different food types, so you are looking to see which nutrient example released the most heat energy during the burning of food, which represents respiration.